Good afternoon, classmates. Javier Rodriguez. Back again for Module 5 for course delivery. We've been asked to discuss about emergency preparedness. Now, preparedness is the response to the knowledge that sometimes things just go wrong. With emergency preparedness, this can mean anything from a natural disaster, such as hurricanes, tornadoes, to terrorist attacks. Now, we must, as emergency response personnel, always be prepared for the possibility of anything going wrong. An important topic in emergency preparedness that I want to discuss today is CERT teams. Now, CERT teams the CERT part of CERT team stands for Community Emergency Response Team. CERT teams can be very beneficial to us because it gives us volunteers who have received some basic training to be able to deal with themselves and neighbors if a sudden event were to occur. Now, CERT teams can be very beneficial. The concept of CERT teams was developed and first implemented in California by the Los Angeles City Fire Department in 1985. Now, what they did was provide basic training to residents and employees in the local community that allowed them to function effectively during the first 72 hours of a catastrophic event. Now, I know a lot of us are going to think that more people out there trying to help are going to get in our way, but I think the complete opposite. If a catastrophic event were to occur, these individuals are going to be able to aid the community while we're being dispatched to an abundant amount of calls. With that being said, for example, North Lauderdale, South Florida, we get a lot of hurricanes. We have hurricane season. Hopefully, we don't get a lot of hurricanes. But if a hurricane were to come by and rip North Lauderdale apart, what's going to happen? Once the storm passes by and we've received the green light to resume operations, there's going to be a lot of calls coming in. And these CERT members are going to be able to contribute because they're going to be able to provide immediate assistance to victims, such as first aid, and they're going to even be able to collect some disaster intelligence that's going to assist us in basically helping us maybe prioritizing which calls we're going to be going to first. Now, CERT training was moved to the Citizen Corps section of the federal government in 2004. They reported in 2008 that there were a total of 3,091 CERT teams. Now, CERT training involves training, right? Obviously. It involves 9 2.5-hour sessions, and it's usually delivered maybe one evening per week, and it covers many topics. Usually, all these topics are going to be basic training, so these people have a basic understanding and education on what's going to occur if a catastrophic event does happen. Now, session 1 of their training usually covers disaster preparedness. Now, session 2 covers disaster fire suppression. That way they have an idea of what we do. Now, session 3 and 4 discusses disaster medical operations. Here, they're going to maybe receive a little bit of first aid training, some CPR awareness. That way, they're able to assist people. Session 5 talks about light search and rescue operations. Session 6 discusses the actual CERT organization. And Session 7 touches on disaster psychology. Session 8 educates them on terrorism and weapons of mass destruction. And lastly, Session 9, what they do is they have a course review, and then they have a disaster simulation. Now, granted, I've been saying basic training, but at the end of the day, we all started somewhere and all receive basic training. And I think that these people who are part of CERT teams, unfortunately, we don't have one in North Lauderdale. I don't believe we have one. We used to have one, but they'll be very beneficial for us if a catastrophic event were to occur. Emergency preparedness, CERT teams, that's what's up. Have a good day.